Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parvajacharya Ashtarasata Shishimad Aisi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Ki Jai Go Pranam. Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, First Canto, Chapter 18, Text number 29. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Abhuta purvah sahasa. Abhuta purvah sahasa. Kshut tridbyam arditatmanaha. Kshutridbyam arditatmanaham Brahmanam pratyabhut brahman Matsaro manyurevacha Adbhuta purvak sahasa Kshutridbyam arditatmanaha Brahmanam pratyabhut brahman Matsaro manyurevacha Abhuta purvak sahasa Kshutridbyam arditatmanaha Brahmanam pratyabhut brahman Matsaro manyurevacha Uta purvak sahasa Vitatmanaha Sahasa Matajis Adbhuta purva sahasa Kshutridbyam aditatmanaha Brahmanam pratyabhut brahman Matsaro manyurevacha Abhuta purva unprecedented Sahasa circumstantially Kshut hunger Tridbyam as well as by thirst Ardita been distressed Atmanaha of his self Brahmanam unto a Brahmana Prati against Abhut became Brahman O Brahmanas Matsaraha envious Manyuhu angry Eva thus Cha and translation and commentaries by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. O Brahmanas, the king's anger and envy directed toward the Brahmana sage were unprecedented, being that circumstances had made him hungry and thirsty. "29. There is which one? Yeah. O Brahmas, the king's anger and envy directed toward the Brahmana sage were unprecedented, being that circumstances had made him hungry and thirsty. There is a little different, huh? And here in Bhagavatam, yeah, it's written differently. Yeah. So can you read, someone?
O Brahmana, the circumstances having distressed him with extreme hunger and thirst, the king directed towards the same anger and envy, which he had never before directed towards them.
Yeah, this is nicer translation. But I think purport will be same. For a king like Maharaja Pariksit to become angry and envious, especially at the sage and Brahmana, was undoubtedly unprecedented. The king knew well that Brahmanas, sages, children, women, and old men are always beyond the jurisdiction of punishment. Similarly, the king, even though he commits a great mistake, is never to be considered a wrongdoer. But in this case, Maharaj Pariksit became angry and envious at the sage due to his thirst and hunger by the will of the Lord. The king was right to punish his subject for coldly receiving him or neglecting him, but because the culprit was a sage and a Brahmana, it was unprecedented. As the Lord is never envious of anyone, so also the Lord's devotee is never envious of anyone. The only jurisdiction for Maharaj Parikshit's behavior is that it was ordained by the Lord. Abhuta purvak sahasa kshutridbyam arditatmanaha brahmanam pratyabud brahman matsaro manyurevacha. O Brahmanas, the king's anger and envy directed toward the Brahmana sage were unprecedented, being that circumstances had made him hungry and thirsty. Omagyanti mirandasya gananjana shalakaya chakshur unmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha Shri Chaitanya manobishtam stapitam yena bhutale svayam rupa kadamahyam dadati svapadantikam vandeham Shri Guroh Shri Utapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sahadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namahom Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Svamin iti namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvisha Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is really unprecedented situation and circumstances when Pariksit Maharaj, who is a pure devotee of the Lord, actually he behaved, and a king also, he behaved actually in this way toward the Brahmana. So we know that from very beginning, actually Pariksit Maharaj, he was a pure devotee of the Lord. And just from the womb of his mother. So we know the lineage actually of Pariksit Maharaj. That Pariksit Maharaj is a son of Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu is a son of Arjuna. So his son himself could see Krishna just eye to eye. They were relatives. Pariksit Maharaj, he himself was saved by Krishna in the womb of his mother. When Ashwatthama, after the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Uttara was pregnant. Abhimanyu was already killed by the army of Kauravas. And then Ashwatthama was still alive. I mean, he survived the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And then out of anger, he wanted to kill the embryo of Uttara, the child in the womb. So he sent the Brahmastra directly to the womb of Uttara just to kill Pariksit Maharaj. So when Uttara, she realized that something is going on, some heat is generated in her body. So then she just started to shout and calling Krishna in despair, and it was this is the lineage of Pariksit Maharaj. There's all of those people, they were pure devotees of the Lord. And Pariksit Maharaj, he himself was saved in the womb of Uttara. He could see Krishna in the womb. Therefore, his name is Pariksit. That when he came out from the womb, he was just examining everyone. He was searching after Krishna. And we know that later when Pandavas, they left the kingdom, and they left the kingdom in the hands of Pariksit Maharaj. So there was no place where Kali could stay. He was so much ruling the country in such a way that there was no place for illicit sex, there was no place for gambling, there was no place for intoxication, and what? For gambling, intoxication, illicit sex, and meat eating. So he was ruling a place in such a way actually that it was it's completely pure. And still we can see in this shloka that he was bewildered. How it is possible that Pariksit Maharaj, such a great devotee, actually he was bewildered. So here actually we have the situation actually where the great devotee, pure devotee, actually in improper way. Then Shri Prabhupada is giving actually the explanation over and over again that the behavior of Pariksit Maharaj and of Shringi, we know later when already in next shloka it will be described that Pariksit Maharaj he felt so much insulted by a Brahmana. You know, he was in meditation, so he could not respond actually to the call of Pariksit Maharaj. But in next shloka it's written that when he was leaving the heritage of Shamika Rishi, he felt so much insulted that he took a lifeless snake and he just put around the neck of Shamika Rishi. So therefore Srila Prabhupada giving the explanation that over and over again that behavior of Pariksit Maharaj and of Shringi was ordained by the Lord himself. That it was arranged by the Lord himself, because Lord he had some purpose in this actually. He wanted that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam will be spoken, and Shri Radha Madhava ki jai, Shri Gaunitai ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra ki jai. We know that it all happened already when Krishna left this world. So then all Yadavas, they killed each other, and also by the arrangement of the Lord, they killed each other and they went back to their respective positions, back to Godhead or wherever they were living before. And therefore this also, Krishna wanted that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam will be spoken, and Pariksit Maharaj will go back to Godhead, to his original position, like that. Therefore, explanation is by Srila Prabhupada that actually this everything what happened, it was actually prompted by Krishna. And therefore the persons should not be, in one way, because it was arranged by Krishna, then we can say that the persons actually should not be blamed. It shouldn't be considered as a fall down. But although we can see that when Pariksit Maharaj actually he came back to his kingdom, and he got to know that he was cursed by Shringi, and he realized actually his mistake, he was very repentant. And also when Shamika Rishi, he got to know what happened, that Shringi, he cursed actually Pariksit Maharaj, the king of the state. So Shamika Rishi also became repentant that how it happened that you should not, he scolded his son that you should not curse, such a great personality like that. So therefore, Pariksit Maharaj, he was very remorseful actually. And although the persons, that person involved actually, they took it actually as their own responsibility. And we know that when Shringi cursed Pariksit Maharaj was such a powerful person that he could easily actually reverse the curse. But he also took this as arrangements of the Lord. Therefore, he didn't take any action, and just we can see the greatness of Pariksit Maharaj. He was the ruler of whole world, but within no time he just left the kingdom, and he left the kingdom to his son without any fear, and just went to the bank of the Ganges just to inquire about what is his duty in the moment of death actually. But we can see actually, we can ask the questions actually in our life that whatever is going and actually in our life, is it happening by the will of Krishna, or is it due to actually our own nonsense? Like when in the time of Srila Prabhupada, there was some small girl who actually drowned in a Ganges. Then one of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada went to Srila Prabhupada and said that actually this is Krishna's mercy that she drowned. But Prabhupada said that no, that it is your own foolishness. That this is your own foolishness, actually. Like that that sometimes we are doing, but like Srila Prabhupada many times said, that we should actually act in such a way, like everything would depend from us, but with this consciousness that actually that everything depends on Krishna. So therefore we should not, whatever is going on good in our life, we should give credit to Krishna. And whatever is going wrong in our life, we should actually blame ourselves. That this is our foolishness. This is our immaturity, actually. Therefore, we are suffering. Therefore, we can't do progress properly in our spiritual life, and so on. So on material level, actually, Pariksit Maharaj appear envious, actually, of the sage, and was, of course, not right, because sage, actually, Brahmana has a position superior to the king. So Pariksit Maharaj should not actually behave in such a way, because only a superior can refuse to serve you or answer you when you actually talk to them. So someone who is actually inferior to you, someone who is inferior to you, they have to answer you or follow your instructions. So in Varnashrama society, Brahmanas are superior to the king. In Varnashrama society, Brahmanas are superior to the king. Like we can see a story of Vashishta and Vishvamitra Muni. You know, this Vashishta was a Brahmana, and Vishvamitra, he was a Kshatriya. And not only Vashishta as a Brahmana was superior to Vishvamitra Muni, but also as a Brahmana, he has the higher powers actually than a Kshatriya. You know, this Vishvamitra Muni, he offended Vashishta. He wanted to steal his cow, and he didn't he underestimated actually the power of Vashishta. We know that when he came to steal the cow, this Surabhi cow, Kamadhenu, then Vashishta, he easily conquered, actually killed all the army of Vishvamitra Muni, Vishvamitra, and not only, and he actually left Vishvamitra alive. So when Vishvamitra actually, he saw the power of Brahmana, then he just desired actually to become Brahmarshi. And we know later then when Vishvamitra became a Brahmarshi, then he went to Vashishta, and then Vashishta, he realized actually the change of the heart of Vishvamitra Muni, and then the enmity was gone. Yeah, so therefore not only actually this Samika Rishi was a Brahmana, but he was also a sage. And sage means that he has attained actually of platform of or Brahma Bhuta platform of realization. So he was not only a Brahmana, but actually he was also self-realized soul, Shamika Rishi. So that this is even biggest offense from the side of Pariksit Maharaj. So he was actually self-realized Brahma Bhuta sage, so he was above the king. So actually he was above the king in terms of material, social, etiquette, and so Pariksit Maharaj actually was also wrong in this way by offending actually Shamika Rishi. And from another point of view, actually, he was wrong, like Srila Prabhupada is writing that Krishna, he is never envious of anyone. And Krishna's devotee is also expected, actually, not to be envious of anyone. So therefore, Lord likes actually to see a devotee in a superior position to himself. Like we can see that, Krishna is actually here. Prabhupada is writing in the commentaries that that Lord is never envious of anyone. So also the Lord's devotee is never envious of anyone. So this is the quality of the devotee, and therefore we can see that Lord actually likes to see a devotee in a superior position than himself. He is not envious. That actually devotee from Krishna's point of view are very elevated people, and who should be actually worshipped, and Krishna as a supreme deity. As much as Krishna is honoring his devotee and saying that devotee should be worshipped, actually. But devotee himself, actually, from the other hand, should never enjoy such a privilege when he is praised by other devotees or other people, and think that I am a devotee or I am a great personality. Devotee actually is always humble, and considering himself is very low. So he should think actually that his position is very low and fallen. So this is the position of the devotee, and we have many examples of great acharyas, like for example Bhaktivinoda Thakur. You know what he is writing in the song of this, I think, Gopinath song. He's writing that all demons actually are saved by you, Krishna, but I am still rotting in this material existence. So this is the position of a devotee. The devotee all the time see himself very low. So therefore, actually, Krishna likes to see devotee in a superior position, like we can see in the example of Yashoda Mai and Krishna in this pastimes of Damodara Lila, that Krishna, he is chastised by Mother Yashoda. He is running away in fear, actually, from Mother Yashoda, and we can see that he is accepting Mother Yashoda's superior position. Similarly, when he became the charioteer of Arjuna, he was happy that to be a charioteer of a kshatriya means that he is taking inferior position. But Krishna was happy because it was based on a loving relationship between Krishna and Arjuna, a loving relationship between Mother Yashoda and Krishna, like that. And Prabhupada is writing in the commentaries in 10th canto that, the fear personified is afraid of Krishna, but Krishna is running away before Mother Yashoda, and he is afraid of Mother Yashoda, like that. So Krishna is taking inferior position. So, and therefore he likes to see actually his devotee on a superior position. Like for example, parents are very happy to see when their children excel them. Sometimes even teachers are also happy to see when students excels them, like that. And parents are not envious actually of children who are excels them. Like for example, parents are very happy, you know, that many times when you are coming to Krishna consciousness, you know, we are not so expert in playing mridanga, karatals, and so on and so on, but we are very happy when our children are learning, when our children are playing nicely and excels us actually in different skills like that. So there is no envy. So similarly, Krishna, he is not envious of his devotee, and he is happy when devotee is taking superior position. So Krishna, being actually the Supreme Father, has this mood actually to a very high degree. He enjoys having actually his devotee excels him. So he enjoys having his devotee on a superior position and so on. And it is there actually seen especially in Vrindavan, when Krishna, you know, many times Krishna, he plays with his with his friends, and he is losing, and then he has to carry, you know, his friends on arms, and on his arms, and so on and so on. So and Krishna is not actually envious of anyone, and many times actually people think that this material world actually is designed as that many times actually we are thinking that this material world actually is designed by God to punish us. And in one way, actually this is truth, that this material world is designed to punish us because we rebelled against Krishna. But this is not Krishna's mood. Krishna is not happy actually because of that, and this is not Krishna's mood, that, you know, he is saying that oh, you want to be God, you want to compete with me, so you want to be my competitor, then, you know, you go and suffer, you know, you go to this material world and suffer and try to be happy, and unless you will surrender to me, unless you will be subordinate to me, then you will be never happy. So this is not Krishna's mood. This is not Krishna's mood actually at all. Actually, if one wants if one wants to be actually Krishna's superior, but in a loving mood, actually that Krishna actually welcomes this very much. But of course, devotees' mood, it's not to be superior to Krishna, but it happens automatically, and it is based actually on loving relationship between Krishna and his devotee. But Krishna actually, he doesn't like when someone wants to be as superior to him in an envious mood. Like for example, Kamsa or Jarasandha or other demons, actually they wanted to be superior to Krishna in envious mood, then Krishna he doesn't like. Then such a people actually are very much in trouble. Therefore, actually, the pure devotees are not expected to be envious, because we know that by practicing Krishna consciousness, by become a pure devotee of the Lord, actually we are developing same qualities as the Lord. We are developing all the good qualities. Like there is one shloka in Bhagavatam that someone can be expert in everything, be well educated, be very beautiful, and have all skills, but if he is not a devotee of the Lord, then he doesn't have any good quality. Because such a person is hovering on a mental platform. Means whatever he does just for his own enjoyment and not for the satisfaction of the Lord. But devotee, actually, whatever he does exclusively for the pleasure of the Lord. Like once in the Dumna, Maharaj, he came to our temple and he said that Grihastas, they have the license for sense enjoyment. Yes, because they can be in the association of women and this and that. But he said, but then he added that, but not a Vaishnava. Because Vaishnava, whatever he does actually exclusively for the pleasure of the Lord. Therefore, a devotee, he does actually everything for the pleasure of the Lord. Therefore, we can see that Prabhupada again and again is stressing here in the purport and even in previous purports that although Pariksit Maharaj became angry and envious of the sage due to his thirst and hunger, but this is actually by the will of the Lord. And then Prabhupada is writing that the king was right to punish his subject for coldly receiving him or neglecting him, but because the culprit was the sage and Brahmana, so he shouldn't do this. But still, because Lord is not envious of anyone, so Lord's devotees is never envious of anyone. So the only jurisdiction for Maharaja's Pariksit behavior is that it was ordained by the Lord. It was just arranged by the Lord just to for different reasons, for different purposes, and and it is known actually by the Lord. Always, whatever Krishna is doing, he has some purpose in this, like that, to be fulfilled. And as I said on the beginning, if most probably if Pariksit Maharaj would not be cursed, didn't do this, would not be cursed by Shringi, then Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam would not be spoken. But Krishna wanted actually Bhagavatam to be spoken for the benefit of whole world, because we know that in Kali Yuga, actually the light, the enlightenment actually for whole the society actually comes from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is Krishna's literary incarnation, like that. Yes, so therefore, in one sense, actually, this Pariksit Maharaj, he treated Shamika Rishi in this way. No, I will stop here if someone maybe have some comments or some questions. You want to ask something, Prabhu? Okay. Grantara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai.
Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Rag